LALIK'S kitchen today. Thanksgiving is around the corner and Astghik, my dear friend, she's going to share one of her favorite recipes with us. Welcome Astghik to Margaret LALIK'S kitchen.
Thank you, Margaret, for inviting me. I'll be happy to show you one of my family's favorite recipe that we always enjoy during this holiday season. It could be Thanksgiving or Christmas. So let's get started.
Why not? Okay, let's get started. What do we need, Astghik?
Okay, all we need is 3 large eggs. We need 3/4 cup of white granulated sugar. We need 1 tablespoon, full tablespoon of cinnamon. We need 12 ounces of evaporated milk, and we need pumpkin pie mix, the large can. And we need another one. It could be any brand, but I like Betty Cracker. This is yellow cake mix. So we'll just start.
Okay, Astghik, you're on. Let's see how we are going to make this pumpkin crunch cake.
Yes, like we said, we need 3 eggs. So I'll start doing this. Okay, we have the eggs already, and we're adding 3/4 cup of sugar. So we're going to mix this real well.
We have mixed the sugar and egg together. Now Astghik is going to continue and to show us what else we need to do.
So I'm going to add the rest of the ingredients, which is the cinnamon, and I'm going to add the pumpkin puree.
And we can find this pumpkin puree in every
supermarket, but this is a pumpkin pie mix. It's not the regular packed pumpkin. So make sure that you look for this pumpkin pie mix. Now I'm going to add the evaporated milk. Okay, I'm going to mix this gently, maybe on a very slow speed. We'll mix it again a little.
Okay, we'll use the mixer to mix this. So this is going to be very runny. Is it going to look like a dough? What is it going to look like, Astghik?
Right now, as we start, cooking, it's going to be very runny. It's a thin
going to
mixture.
be liquid, right?
It's liquid, yes.
So it will be a liquid, and then once it's cooked, it will be solidified, and then it will become a more solid mess.
Even after the baking, as you take out from the oven, you will feel that it's still kind of moving like a jello, but as it cools down and you need to refrigerate before unmolding, then it will be right texture.
Okay, we'll continue this on the mixer, and then we'll come back and we'll show you what it's look like.
Yes.
Okay, let's recap, Astghik, what we did so far, and then we'll continue.
So we put the egg and the sugar mixture. We mixed that, and then we added the evaporated milk, cinnamon, and the pumpkin pie mix. So we're ready to arrange in our pans. We're going to use 2 pans, one square, one round. It's up to you. You can even do this whole recipe in one 9x13 Pyrex pan. So I'm using a wax paper because it's easy to unmold. So for the wax paper to stick on a pan, usually I like to use this nonstick pan and just spray a little underneath so I can put the wax paper. So this is ready to go. And I also want to do the square one.
Okay, there you go.
I'm going to use this liquid equally in both pans. So I'm going to use a measuring cup. I believe it takes, I'm going to use, let's say one cup here alternately, and then I'll use 1 cup here. I want to make sure that every pan gets equal amount of liquid.
So you're trying to equally
Yes,
divide it
yes.
into 2 pans.
Right. Okay, this is 2. And this is 2.
And when do we use this, Astghik?
After I pour all this liquid here.
Oh,
This
okay.
is already 3 there. So it might
It's very liquidy, huh?
Yeah, it is. So this is, let's say it's 3.5, approximately 3.5 cups on each pan.
You can also make it in 1 pan, so it doesn't have to be 2 pans.
Exactly.
We just wanted it to be in 2 pans because we wanted 2 different presentations. That's the only idea.
Okay, now we're done with this. Now the interesting part. We're going to spread this yellow cake mix evenly on both pans. Again, I'm going to measure it, and I will do it by hand. This is, I'm going to use like maybe, we'll see.
Oh, okay. I
like
can
this.
give you a sifter. Do you want a sifter?
No. This is what makes it crunchy.
Oh, okay, I see. This is interesting application. I
Yes.
haven't seen it before, so we're learning.
I will tell you a story when I first made this.
So what's your story, Astghik? Maybe you recognize Astghik from my other videos. We have traveled together. We went to San Diego. We went to San Juan Capistrano. She's my travel friend as well. So besides being good friends, we also travel together. We go places. And she has been in, she's not new to my videos. You have seen her before.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me, Margaret. It's
Oh,
a joy.
it's such a joy to have you,
I
Astghik. And,
enjoy
we
it.
always have so much fun, even when we travel. That we do have so much fun together. This is interesting.
This recipe originally was given to me by my husband's secretary, and I made it first time. And what I did, instead of doing this application, I mixed the yellow cake mix as you do regular cakes, and I poured over this pumpkin mix, and it came out completely something different.
Oh my gosh, she didn't give you the correct
No, I didn't know. See, I didn't think that you can use this powdered cake mix just like this. And then when my husband came home, I said, I made this. He says, this is not the way my secretary made it.
So,
And then
you call the secretary again, huh? I'm trying to even it out.
Yes. Okay. So we need to, let's see how much there is left.
Okay, let's take it out.
And you can really do it.
So this is the cake mix she's using. It's the Betty Cracker Super Moist Cake Mix.
I have used Duncan Hines also. It looks, it works pretty well. Also Pillsbury too.
Let me help you with
Yeah,
that.
please. Okay. So this part is done. What we need to do now, we're going to cut the walnuts and spread into, put on top of this.
Do you want to
Mix.
cut it? Because you also mentioned sometimes you do it wholes.
I think with the cutting probably it's better. It will be in every bite. So.
Astghik had transferred the pie mix into the pans, and she also chopped the walnuts. Now she's going to show us what she's going to do with the walnuts. Astghik, what are you doing with
Okay,
the walnuts?
right now I'm going to cover this cake mix with walnuts evenly. I don't have exact measurements for this, as long as it covers all the powdered mix. More the better. You know.
As much as you want.
Yeah.
If you have more, you can
Yes.
put more. If you have less, you can put less.
Yes.
It's up to you. I think that will cover only one, and then we'll chop
Yeah, and
more
then we'll
for
chop
the other
more.
one.
We'll chop more for the other one. Yes.
So what do we do after this, Astghik?
After this, we're going to melt 1 stick of butter, 4 ounces of butter, and pour evenly on each pan. And then we're going to bake in 350-degree oven for about, I would say, about an hour, or it could be less because these are 2 small pans. But if you're doing in a large pan, like 9 by 13 Pyrex pan, it might take 70 to 80 minutes.
So when do you see it's done? I mean,
when we
at what
see
point we think it's cooked?
when we see these walnuts are nicely roasted and browned, it's time to take out. As you take out, you may think that it's not cooked, but as time goes by, it will settle,
And it will be
it will be ready to put in the refrigerator. And after that, we will unmold it, and you'll see the end results.
okay.
And some people like it with whipping cream. I personally never used it. We like it as it is. We didn't want to add any more calories. So, but it's up to you. That's another way of presenting this pie.
Okay, next we are going to cook this at 350 degrees, and since we divide it into 2, so it might take a little less than what it usually takes. That's what Astghik is explaining. It will take a little less than usual, but we have to keep an eye on it to see if it's done, if the walnuts are roasted, if it looks done, if the color had changed to your desired color, then we'll take it out.
And then, everyone has a different kind of oven. Also, there is a difference
in the ovens.
If
you have a convection oven, it's different. It cooks a little faster.
I will not recommend in a convection oven. Just do regular baking, because convection oven, it just browns the walnuts faster
because it cooks faster.
Right. So it's best to cook on a regular baking cycle.
Okay, Astghik, so what's next?
Okay, we are on our final stage of these pumpkin crunch cakes. So we melted 4 ounces of butters, and I'm going to distribute this equally into these 2 pans. So
She's just drizzling.
I'm just drizzling over the pumpkin crunch cake. So I'm gonna do.
Originally, she said she uses a little more, but since we don't want it to be too fattening, so we are minimizing the use of the butter. But if you feel you want to use more, you're welcome
When
to
we
use
say
more.
more, not more than quarter stick.
For the whole thing.
For the whole thing, yes.
So we have a quarter stick here. Since we divided into 2, we were thinking maybe it's not enough to cover it.
This is a 1 stick.
Yeah, this is one stick.
Yes.
So you usually use 1 stick or 2 sticks?
No, 2 sticks is too much.
A little
No.
more here.
That's fine.
This corner.
Okay.
Okay, now this
All
goes
right.
into the oven.
Ready to go to the oven.
Okay, let's put this into the oven. It's 350 degrees. You have to put it in the preheated oven. We'll see you after we finish cooking our pumpkin crunch cake.
Yes.
Our pumpkin crunch cakes are ready. We have baked it, and it has been cooling down last 2 hours. And now Astghik is going to demonstrate how she's presenting it.
So we're ready to take this out of the pan. So I'm going to invert twice. First, I will do with this.
She's going to flip it twice. And now is the fun part. We're going to taste it and let you know how it tastes. It smells so good. The whole house smells pumpkin spice, pumpkin and cinnamon. Astghik, how are we going to serve this?
We're just gonna slice it. Hopefully it will come out good because of the walnuts will just crumble all over, but the taste will be there. But if you do not want to have the walnuts on the top and just keep the pumpkin side up, you can decorate it yourself with whipping cream of your choice.
Okay, I'll give you the honor to cut it. There you go. Here.
Okay, these are going to be somewhat thin slices
because it's very rich.
Since we have this one is round, we'll just cut
in wedges.
So this is too big. No, I'm gonna cut
It's
it
okay.
like
That's
this.
fine. We've been waiting for this for a long time. We might as well have the bigger pieces.
So we had to wait till it cools down completely and refrigerate at least an hour and a half or so. So that's what we did. And
since we had to wait for a long time, we'll have a bigger piece. Right, Astghik? We deserve it.
we deserve it.
There we go.
This crunch cake stays well in the fridge for about 4 days, 5 days, but I assure you it's not gonna last that long.
Yeah, it's so tasty. There you go, Astghik. Now let's do the taste test. And now is the fun part. We have to taste this. Astghik, it's so good.
It's different. It's another version of pumpkin pie cake or pumpkin crunch cake.
This is so good. I like the idea that you put the cake mix on top.
Yes.
It gives such a nice crunch to it.
That's why I guess they call it the crunch cake. Oh, I love this during this season.
And this is delicious. Now we'll make us a cup of coffee. Do you
Yes.
like coffee or tea? So we're going to make our coffee or tea and then we're going to enjoy this. This is so delicious. I hope you'll take this recipe and you'll take it to your kitchen and you'll make it and you'll enjoy it with your family. Thank you, Astghik, for being here with me today. Thank you so much for sharing your recipe with us, and I hope to see you back again in our kitchen.
Thank you, Margaret, for inviting me in your kitchen, and I really enjoyed my day, and I enjoyed doing things with you.
Thank you so much. We had so much fun doing this.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us today, and we hope to see you again at our next episode. And we are going to say, Astghik, what? Have a wonderful day, wonderful week, and wonderful life. Bye bye.
Bye bye.